female loneliness and how to fix it.
Women. Despite popular belief on Reddit, I love women. And despite popular
Me
belief on
too,
4chan,
I love
am
women.
a woman. And as I am filming this, it is currently International Women's Day. So happy International Women's Day
damn,
to
that was
all
a wow.
7.3 of you.
Hey yo, that's big! 7%? If I have like 2%, that's a lot. My female viewers usually come from shorts. On my long format videos, if I look at them individually, a lot of them are literally 100% male. I need more girls watching me.
We've talked quite a bit about male loneliness on this channel, but we haven't really touched on female loneliness, which, although technically not as severe yet, is unfortunately a real and rapidly growing trend. The modern world does not seem to have a solution to this. All modern dating advice is just garbage. The future seems bleak, so maybe we have to look in the past. In this video, we're going to talk a bit about modern female loneliness, and then we're going to have some fun looking at some dating.
What's that? 129 ways to get a husband. Are sex manuals a threat to happy marriage? Wow, what? No, I never saw that. Where can I get this manual for research purposes? Why would that be a threat to a marriage?
Dating advice from the 1950s to
Oh,
see
it's
if
from
we can
the
find
50s.
a solution there.
Oh, this
Because
is
what
gonna
worked
be
for our
terrible.
grandmothers surely will work for us, right? Back in the day when people would still go to—
You know how my grandparents got married? Basically, in Japanese families, back in that day, right? The oldest son or daughter would have to get married first, right? My grandma is the oldest child in her family, but her younger sister really wanted to get married to a guy. So basically, her parents were like, well, you can only get married if your older sister get married first. So my grandma got an arranged marriage with my grandpa. My grandma was literally just like, I just want a guy that doesn't drink and doesn't smoke. They're somehow together till today. They're 94 years old. I definitely don't think you should get an arranged marriage, but somehow it worked.
malt shops and diners instead of
malt shop?
femboy hooters.
Let's
Women dated
go.
men for
That's
more
what
than
the
just their
people
wallets. Which reminds me, before we get into this video, let's quickly get into today's sponsor, Ridge Wallet. Ridge wallets are high quality.
I actually need a wallet
that can hold up to 12 cards and all that cash you don't have. They're also made with RFID blocking technology, which can help protect you from digital pickpocketers. Ridge's store features over 30 unique colors and styles, including carbon fiber, matte olive, and burnt titanium. The durable materials mean that each wallet comes with a lifetime warranty. My personal favorites are from their new women's expansion, which features Daisy Dream and Flower Power. They are literally so cute. I am obsessed with them. I love how unique they all are, and I am constantly getting compliments on them. And they're also available in combination with a slim key case that can carry up to 6 keys. I've been using the Daisy Dream wallet for over 3 months now, and I really love the colorful pattern and sleek design. But don't just take my word for it. Ridge has over 80,000 5-star reviews, and they're so confident that you'll love their products that they'll let you test them out for 365 days. And if you don't like them for any reason, you can return them and get a full refund.
Oh,
They're also
damn.
having their 11-year anniversary sale right now, so head on over to ridge.com/shoe to save up to 30% on your purchase. Big thank you to Ridge for sponsoring this channel, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. The number of single women in the US is expected to increase 1.2%
I remember we saw this on the other video.
year, from 2008 to 2030, compared to a 0.8% increase in the overall population. This will result in 45% of women between the ages of 25 and 44 who will be single and childless by 2030. Now, according to some people, this is apparently a good thing. More women being single and childless is a good thing. Society is progressing. Women no longer have to be chained up and turned into breeding cows. 1984. Apparently, single women spend more than the average family on travel, shopping, makeup, skincare, etc. So of course, some economists will twist this into a positive thing. But I'm not an economist. I'm your average, humble, working-class American YouTuber, slaving over a hot laptop, producing absolutely nothing of value to society. And I don't think this is a good thing. I think this is proof things are going very wrong. And if you look at the stats about how so many women are on antidepressants and how the—
Oh my god! Older white women account for 58% of adults who have used antidepressant for at least 5 years. Oh, look at the difference between white men and white women. You know what I think this also is? I feel like women are more prone to going to therapy and actually getting medicine. I know a lot of men that refuse to go to therapy because they go like, I have nothing wrong with me. I don't need therapy.
So many women are on antidepressants and how the female suicide rate has been increasing. There may be a connection here. Friendship, family, and sexual intimacy are a big part of the hierarchy of needs. And I don't think women are happier being alone and single. I just think women might be better at coping with being alone and single.
True!
At least for a little while.
I just had like the craziest, saddest thought. I'm in the stage of life where I'm watching all my friends get married and have babies.
When you talk about the subject, a lot of men will point out that these women could easily get any man to sleep with. And I'm sure
that's
they know
true.
that. But sex isn't the only thing people are looking for. As I said in the male loneliness video, it would be relatively easy for a lot of these incels to just get laid, hire a hooker, and it would take the average woman like 5 minutes to find a man to sleep with.
5?
That's
a lot.
Outside.
True.
But casual sex isn't the solution to loneliness. It's a band-aid. It's a way to fill your void with cum. Trying to
No, she didn't.
find someone to love, to marry, to have a family
That's
with
too
nowadays.
tough,
It is incredibly
man.
difficult for both genders in this climate today.
True.
And it seems like nowadays the only acceptable way to do so is to swipe right. We live in an increasingly atomized, lonely society thanks to a nasty combination of social media, technology, hookup culture, lack of community, lack of friends, lack of purpose, lack of money, late-stage—
Oh my god, there's so many lacks. The lack of community, lack of friend, lack of purpose, lack of money. We're not doing good.
capitalism, neoliberalism, and so many other things. And men are being told to, well, nothing. You're on your own. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. It's your fault. You built the world after all, and are increasingly turning to the few people who at least pretend to give a shit, who just wind up selling them poison that ultimately hurts them in the end. Like hollow materialism, eternal one-night stands, and vasectomies.
The quickest path to becoming a high-value man. This was written by @rationalmale. 1. Do not get married. 2. Avoid family creation. 3. Vasectomy in your 20s. Dude! You can just wear a condom. Is that hard? If you're a VTuber viewer, you can pretend that you're getting married to your Oshi by subbing to them. And you can pretend that Chad is your family. And you're not gonna need vasectomy because, well, we know you're not doing anything anyway.
Yeah, in case you were wondering, that's what the red pill has been up to. Telling their audience to just forget marriage and—
Solution for men: 1. Vasectomy till I find the right woman. Dude! What's wrong with these people and just wearing a condom? Vasectomy reversal odds are better than your odds of marriage working out, but you all push that. Why is that male cheating? Vasectomy having multiple wives triggers thread cones. I don't understand that whole last tweet. What? That was just a bunch of words. Chat GPT looking at tweet. Oh my god.
neuter themselves. While women, in turn, are also being sold very similar poison. About how it's good to be single, it's empowering.
That's true.
You don't need no man. Get on the pill, sleep around, climb the corporate ladder, and don't worry, baby, we'll freeze your eggs for you. But is this good advice for women? Or have we girl bossed a little too close to the sun? A study on date psychology recently revealed that 48% of men 26 to 40 years old have not approached women in the past year.
Wait, what? The charts above are for single men. About half of single men have not approached a woman in person within the past year. Is that just like talking to a woman, or is it approaching in a flirty way? This is true for each age group, but it does vary. I am assuming that it's probably approaching in a flirty way. For example, 59% of men within the 18-25 age group, Zoomers, have not approached someone in the past year. 48% of men in the 26-40 age group, Millennials, have not. Millennials are approaching more, consistent with the hypothesis of a generational shift in risk aversion, Zoomers being more risk averse. A substantial percentage of all men have not approached anyone! Wait! Have not approached anyone within the past month. 81% Zoomers, 74% Millennials? Wait, I'm trying to understand what that means. Is that just talking? Have not talked to anyone? Damn, that's a really high percentage. I would have no clue that it is like that. Being a woman myself, let's say if I'm out with friends, he happens to be approached by someone, by a guy, like that happens quite a lot. So those numbers scare me a lot. This is really high. I personally don't approach anyone. I am approached by others, and I see other people being approached by others as well. So this number scares me.
And 60% of men aged 18 to 25 said they haven't. In the entire dataset, 30% of men said they never approached a woman in person.
At all? A sizable minority of men are not approaching women at all in the entire dataset. 29% of men said they never approached a woman in person before. 27% said it had been more than 1 year. This was larger for men in the age 18-25 group. 45% had never approached a woman in person. Wait, what? 45? This is again consistent with the hypothesis of a generational risk aversion trend in Zoomers. 17% had not approached a woman in more than 1 year. Never and more than 1 year are discrete groups. This means that about half of all single men in my dataset are effectively not approaching women for dates in person. Oh wait, so isn't in a flirty way. Guys, if you want to, if you are interested to, have confidence. Have confidence. Too much work to flirt? I 100% understand you, Avy.
Ever. This also might be because, like I said, everything that isn't swiping right on a dating app nowadays is considered creepy. Don't approach women at the bar. Don't approach women at the gym. Don't approach women at coffee shops. Don't approach women at work. Don't approach women at the mall. Don't approach women. We live in HR.
I feel like most people have this kind of thing of like do not approach, because as a woman you can have a lot of really bad experiences with men approaching you. For example, it is very common for you to be walking somewhere and a dude literally just grab your arm and talk to you while holding your arm with strength. That has happened to me in the past. And like, that is really not nice. Like, you definitely shouldn't approach women like that. You shouldn't approach women by catcalling them. But if you are talking to a woman like they're a normal human being, that shouldn't be an issue, right? As long as you're not fucking animal doing stuff like that, which happens a lot, guys, and that's why there is this kind of scare. It should be fine. Pet collars and all sorts of weirdos really don't make it any better. Yeah, I feel like they're the ones that end up, you know, making this kind of stuff happen, unfortunately. And unfortunately, there's a lot of them. And unfortunately as well, these guys get women, like, a lot of times. Like, sometimes this works for them somehow. Don't ask me how, but it does. They know that it works and they keep doing it, and that teach others to do it. Yeah, exactly. I have no clue, like, how low in your life you have to like, be with a guy like that. But that works for some people, unfortunately. If you want to approach people like a normal person, I think that you should try to. You should try and get your courage there, because it could work out, you know? If you're scared, guys, I think my advice would be do something silly, because if she's gonna laugh, then she's gonna laugh because you're being silly, right? I once was in a nightclub, and a guy saw me getting out of the bathroom. He threw himself in front of me on his knees, and he said, "Marry me, please." That was the funniest thing. I think that guy was such a giga chad. That was super funny. I told him, look, I am sorry, I am not interested, but I am super flattered. That was like the best approaching I got in my life. Goofy shit is a better icebreaker than people think. So true.
Our world. And it turns out a lot of women don't like HR world. Every time I see videos of women crying about not being approached by men or being lonely, the comments and replies are always full of men like, "Enjoy your cats. This is what you asked for."
No, this was my fucking YouTube comment section. When I just said that I didn't want to have kids, they were all like that.
Or, "This is the world you wanted, ladies." But was it? Not every woman is the blue-haired, man-hating, feminist stereotype that you have in your mind. A lot of them want the same exact world you do. What you have to understand is society in the media is basically like her fat, ugly, drunk friend at the bar cock-blocking you from talking to her. Excuse me? She's not interested. Even though chances are, she might be.
True, yeah, exactly. That's why I tell you guys, if you want to, like, try to go for it. Try to get that courage out of you. If she is rude or stupid or anything, remember that that person is stupid, and then you're better off without them, you know?
According to the same study on date psychology, 77% of women aged 18 to 30 want to be approached more.
77% in the full 18-30, 68% wish to be approached more between 30-40, while for women 41 and older, 45% wish to be approached more. I think this also goes with the thing that women don't approach men, right? You guys complain about this, men have to approach women, women don't approach men, and I think that is an issue as well, as women don't approach guys. I never approached a guy in my life.
So if men are lonely and women are lonely, but men are too afraid to approach women nowadays,
that's an
there's
issue.
only one thing we can do, ladies. We
can become VTubers. People are gonna approach you in chat.
must approach them. So I did a little research and looked up how to approach men
right?
as a woman. Number 1, don't. Almost every single article, blog post, tweet thread, giving advice to women on how to get a man said some shit like, don't chase him, let him chase you.
Wait, are you serious? That's so bad.
Be unavailable and mysterious.
No, guys, I'm gonna tell you one thing. If you're an adult and you're unavailable, that just means that you're not up to anything, you know? That just means you're not interested.
Simply pretend he doesn't exist.
I can't believe this is actual advice. There's no way. Guys, if you're an adult, you shouldn't be there playing games. Come on, this is literally like teenager stuff.
Great. Awesome. Almost every single bit of dating advice I found amounted to let them come to us. But what if they're
so
not coming to us?
Yeah.
What do we do now? Well, according to the great philosophers of our time, Fresh and Fit and Andrew Tate, the problem is the modern woman. Lazy, entitled, mid. These are the
Damn, that's just me. I'm not entitled. I'm everything but entitled. I know the girl failure I am.
ingredients that create the modern woman. So clearly we have to go back. Back when a cheeseburger was 5 cents.
Damn.
Women were lobotomized. That's right, we must return to the 1950s.
One of the most common ways to find a partner these days is by using dating apps and websites. But back in the 1950s, you had to get a little bit more creative.
Oh,
Here's
they were
an
showing
article from
this.
1958 in McCall.
Where to find him? Get a dog and walk it. Have your car break down at strategic places. How do you do this? Wait, you actually need like to have the biggest brain ever to plan your car breaking down at a strategic place. Attend night school. Take courses, man. My God, no. Join a hiking club. Look in the census reports for places with the most single men. What? The van has 125 males for every 100 females. Dude, these are so big brain. Read the obituaries to find eligible widowers. What? Now that's fucking creep behavior. What the fuck, dude? Take up golf and go to different golf courses. Take several short vacations at different places rather than one long one at one place. Sit at a park bench and feed the pigeons. Take a bicycle trip through Europe. Hey, yo, guys, I think they're saying that Europe men are easier. That's what I'm getting here. Get a job in a medical, dental, or law school. What? I mean, these are like all like good professions to have in the future. Become a nurse or an airline stewardess. They have very high marriage rates. Ask your friends' husbands who the eligible men are in their office. I like how it starts as simple as go on a walk with your dog and then like look up the census for places that has more males than females. That's fucking mental. What could actually work here? I feel like would be something around the last one. Like ask your friends if they know anyone single that you could be interested in.
Magazine listed 129 ways for women to get a husband.
This list has gone viral so many times on the internet, and I have been sitting
never
on this
saw
video
it.
idea for years. And what better time to talk about this now that all you bitches single as fuck. But don't worry, we are going to see if the red pill and schizophrenic Roman statue trad larper accounts on Twitter are correct. Did women in the 1950s have better dating advice than women today? Because apparently what we're doing today, crying on TikTok, is just not working for us.
I don't understand why people film themselves crying. This might be because I'm old, but I find it so weird whenever I see a video of someone crying. I'm just like, dude, do you need to share that with everyone? Is it for Betty? I have no clue. I don't understand what goes on their minds. Because if I'm crying, I usually don't want anyone to see me. I don't understand.
For us. Okay, let's just dive into this. Let's go. Number 1, get a dog and walk it. Honestly, this is pretty good advice. This is fine advice.
I agree, because this basically just means like the dog is good, right? Back in my day, People used to give this advice to men because if you're walking with a dog, you have a really high chance of a woman approaching you because of the dog. Like, they might ask to pet the dog or something, right? They're gonna be all like, oh, it's so cute, the dog is so cute, can I pet it? And whatever, and that's your chance to make conversation while at it. So, like, that's fine. That's actually pretty solid. It's a good conversation starter, exactly. They can ask you, like, what's their name, how old they are, if you have other pets, and you know something good. They like pets, they like doggies.
If you have a dog, you'll probably go to a dog park and meet other dog people.
Yeah,
I could see this working. Just please, for the love of God, do not become a doggo mom. The amount of time
No, can I just say how much I hate the pet mom people? Like the people that celebrate Mother's Day because they're a pet mom. I fucking hate that. I can't. Guys, I love sushi, and as much as every now and then I might say that I'm his mom or something, there's people that go full delulu, right? I find that so fucking creepy. I don't like it.
walking through the city and I see a stroller and a fucking dog is in it. Just do not treat your dog like a surrogate child, please. I want to go on vacations and enjoy life. That's why I don't want kids. I have dogs anyway. Won't somebody please watch Mr. Poopsie while I'm gone? He has separation anxiety. Have your car break down at strategic places. Oh no, my brakes suddenly stopped working in front of the Bass Pro Shop. Oh no, not right next to the tall rich man convention. Attend a night school. Take courses men like. If you want to sign up for ancient Roman history class, be my guest. I personally would not go back to school for a man. No man is worth that. I still have nightmares about being in school.
Oh my god, same! It slowed down a little bit, but I used to have a lot of nightmares about school and university especially. I'm so glad it's very rare nowadays.
Why am I having dreams about math homework at 33 years old? Look in the census reports for places with the most single men. Nevada has 125 females.
No, this one is psycho material. If you see someone that actually did this, stay very far away from them. They could murder someone.
For every 100 females. Ladies, if you want to meet a man, simply hang out in the Shoe0nHead fan base. The ratio of men and women here is insane.
Wait, that's true! Oh my god! Go to literally any vtuber chat. There's so many men there. Just join a vtuber Discord. So easy.
We got all types of men here. We got the furries, we got the weebs, the libertarians, the—
Same thing as a VTuber chat, VTuber Discord. Join my Discord, guys. Where is... No, guys, girls, I have a Discord server. There's a lot of men there. A lot of single men. Let's make that clear. There's a lot of single men.
the conservatives, the liberals,
the Marxists, the anarchists, the agitators, the looters, and people who, in many instances, have absolutely no clue what they are doing.
They're all in my Discord. Join it.
Read the obituaries to find
Another
eligible
psycho
widowers.
behavior.
What the f***? Showing up to a funeral like, hey, sorry about your wife. What'd that dick do, though? So I'm actually getting these from an article written in 2018.
129 ways to get a husband, 1958 to meet 2018. Let's rewrite the 1958 husband hunting rules for today's badass single woman. Just by the way this is written, I feel like they're all gonna be about avoiding men. No.
About the advice from the 1950s, and the journalist Bella DiPaolo is constantly writing her own commentary after like almost every single one of these things. Like, look, ready? This one is like, get a job in a medical, dental, or law school. And she writes, become a doctor, dentist, or lawyer. You are a badass, so you don't need to marry one. And the next advice... from the 50s is become a nurse or airline stewardess. They have very high marriage rates. And she's like, no, become a person who thinks for herself. They have very high rates of living the life that works for them. So become a doctor, dentist, or lawyer is good advice because strong, independent woman jobs or something. But become a nurse or airline stewardess is bad advice because... Why exactly? Like, I'm sorry, is that not a little sexist? Why is she looking down on being a nurse or an airline worker? The advice some women give to other women is like incredible. It's always just like constant affirmation, constant coddling, constant like, you're doing nothing wrong, sweetie. And then male advice is like, your whole family's gonna die if you don't go to the gym right now. Be nice to everybody. They may have an eligible brother or son. You shouldn't only be being nice to people in order to possibly get laid. Just be nice to everyone.
Exactly.
Being nice is like the bare minimum. And what's sad is some people can't even do that. The bar is in hell.
So true.
And yet, get a government job overseas.
What? That's tough. What I would? Can I? How easy is that?
Okay, I'm sorry. No man is worth becoming a fed. Do not become a federal agent for some dick. Be friendly to ugly men. Again, just be nice to everyone in general. Lowering your standards if they're very high or unrealistic.
If you wanna get a real partner, you should have realistic standards. You are not gonna meet any guy from movies, you know, in real life. Most likely, unless you actually look like someone out of a movie, you know?
Is a good thing, but don't lower them too much. If you're not attracted to someone, you should not be dating them.
A good rule. You need to know where you stand at. You need to know how much you are from 0 to 10. And you can go a little bit higher or a little bit lower than that. You can go too high, and you also shouldn't go too low. So just try someone that matches around what you are, you know? You can just go for 10 out of 10s if you're like a 6, you know? That's probably not gonna work. I believe most people is between 4 to 7. I think that's most people. For you to be under 4, you need to be really bad. Be a little nicer to yourself, guys.
And don't get with the first person who's nice to you or shows you attention.
That's
just
true.
Because you're lonely.
That is very true. Don't fall for that.
The amount of men and women who like jump into relationships just because they're sad and lonely is way too high. It's almost always a recipe for disaster. Don't date someone who you think is ugly, but like, if he's not over 6 feet or doesn't have the perfect body, like, yeah, give him a chance.
No, yeah, like, obviously, you need to find the person attractive, right? I'm gonna tell you guys one thing. Let's say at work, right? I started working somewhere. I got in there and I was like, damn, every man here is so ugly. That was my first thought, right? But with time, I would say that. I would think that because none of them were like exactly my type, right? There was no man there that was exactly my type. So I would just think that they were ugly. I was 18, by the way, guys. I was just a little stupid. So bear with that. But then, as time passes and you get to know people and like interact with them, I started noticing that people started becoming more good looking in my eyes. I was like, damn, that guy's kind of cute actually. And like, they were not the kind of guy I usually like. But because I knew them, because I interacted with them, they started becoming a little bit more good looking.
You're not perfect either, girl. But if you think he's straight up ugly, different story. So yes, be nice to everyone, including
if they are legit not attractive to you and even getting to know them, that is not gonna change. You shouldn't be with someone that you don't like looking at, you know?
Including ugly people, but don't date someone you think is ugly.
Yeah.
Tell your friends that you are interested in getting married. Don't keep it a secret.
Yeah, that's fine.
We have another author's note. Tell your friends you have no interest whatsoever in getting...
What? What if you do?
married. Don't keep it a secret. Tell your mother. Tell all your other relatives. Tell all the random people you meet on the street. Declare it on social media.
But that is such... Okay, now this is... I'm unhappy with my life behavior. If you have to tell every random people you meet on the street, if you have to go on fucking Twitter and write in all caps, I am so happy for being single. Dude, there is something wrong. I don't think you're that happy.
Yeah. Bro, this is why we are here now, by the way. People like this in 2018 telling young women to not even try and just be a strong, independent girl boss. These are the fat, ugly, drunk friend at the bar cock-blocking you.
That is so true.
Get lost at football games. Alright, if I'm at a football game, I'm already lost.
Same. Or I'm with my dad, maybe. My dad takes me to football games.
Don't take a job in a company run largely by women. You would never hear this in modern dating advice. This is like blasphemous. I like the author's note to run a company.
I would. Is it that easy? Just do it.
Get a job demonstrating fishing tackle in a sporting goods store.
What? You know, I think we can see how this works because my chat got so addicted to the fishing minigame. Yeah, if you're into fishing, I can believe that you're gonna meet a lot of guys.
See? Bass Pro Shops. I'm telling you. The last respectable institution in America. On a plane, train, or bus, don't sit next to a woman.
Bruh.
Sit next to a man. Author's note, spread out all your stuff on the seat next to you and maybe you will get to have the whole row to yourself.
Don't fucking I fucking hate people that do this. Sometimes the bus is full and then you have this fucking entitled person that just has all their stuff occupying a whole seat. Like, dude, you can put this on the fucking floor. It doesn't need a set.
The contrast between the like wholesome goofy shit from the 1950s and this like
Right?
bitter modern asocial
Yeah.
shit is so funny. Go to all reunions of your high school or college class. There may be women.
What? No! I thought this was gonna be like, oh, you might get on with someone you used to know. Dude, that's so fucked up.
There. What is up with this like predatory ass advice?
Right?
Why widowers? Be a rebound for a man whose wife fucking died. Also, I just realized I missed my 10-year high school reunion. Oh well. I don't think anyone would recognize me anyway.
I do think my high school tried to do something. Like 5 people wanted to do something and everyone was like, I'm busy. I saw it like months later when I had to log in on Facebook to check something.
I have to like wear an Invader Zim shirt and like trip pants. Don't be afraid to
No, that's me. No, stop calling me out.
associate with more attractive girls. They may have some leftovers.
What? Oh my god, the wording on this. They may have leftovers. Oh yeah, you my ugly friend. You want this one? I didn't get really love this one. I guess you can have it. Oh my god.
What are you doing here? What do you mean? I'm here for the scraps.
Don't.
Look, I used to have a clear rule. Like, if I have a friend that is dating someone, that person to me will be undateable. It doesn't matter if they break up or anything. Friends, partners, ex-partners is a big no. I don't go there.
Room with a girl who is a sad sack and let her pull you down to her level. I mean, this is pretty good, like, standard advice. Don't surround yourself
Like,
with negative, miserable people. Like,
yeah, try to help your friends, but don't let them drag you down, you know?
this journalist who will just try to drag you down to her level and
Yeah,
attempt to
yeah.
sabotage your dating aspirations. Learn to paint. Set up easel outside engineering school. The author's note. If you like to paint, set up your easel where nobody will bother you. Spread your stuff out so nobody will sit next to you. Set your easel up where nobody will bother you. They want you to die alone. Stumble when you walk into a room that he's in. Carry a hat box.
What's a hat box? The stumble thing is funny. You know, stumble, fall into him, do the whole anime scene. It works. It definitely works, right?
What? Do we put a hat in the box? What do we put in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the fucking box?
Wear a band-aid. People always ask what happened. No they won't. This was absolutely written in the 1950s, where people used to talk to each other. Make a lot.
If you have a band-aid on like your face, I feel like people will ask.
Of money. Damn.
That is good advice.
Why didn't I think of that? What great advice. Don't be poor.
Yeah.
Dropping the handkerchief still works. God, everything seems so wholesome and simple back then. Drop a handkerchief. That's all it took. Hell, like even my mom, what she did to get my dad's attention, she just like rode her bike back and forth in front of his house. Like, that's so adorable and wholesome. Want to know how me and my husband met? He trolled me on Twitter.
See guys, this can work. Just start trolling people.
He was a hater on twitter.com. How do I explain that to my future children? Stand in a corner and cry softly. Chances are good that he'll come over to find out what's wrong. No, chances are people will whip out their cell phone and start filming you, and then you go viral. Crazy Karen cries in corner.
No.
Buy a convertible. Men like to ride in them. Learn how to bake tasty
I like
apple
to ride in
pies.
them as well.
Bring one into the office and let the eligible bachelors taste it. Honestly,
What?
this is pretty cute advice. I could see this maybe working. But like, people are so weird about people like dating at work nowadays. That used to be like the #1
It's so
place
weird.
people would meet their spouse. And now it's like saying Susan looks nice today is sexual harassment. I like the
I guess.
author's note here. Learn how to bake tasty apple pies. Eat them. Don't do anything for a man ever. Do everything for yourself.
If you eat a whole pie, god damn it. But apple pies are good. I would eat them. Not a whole apple pie.
Wow, thanks, Journo. You helped so much. Female loneliness cured. Laugh at his jokes. Laugh at his jokes. If they are funny.
I was gonna
Attractive-
say, if they are funny, if they blast the worst thing like it happens in my chat sometimes, guys, if I'm not laughing at it, it's because it's really bad. I laugh at almost everything. If I didn't laugh, that one was bad.
People make the terrible mistake of assuming that they are funny because simps and simpettes will laugh at any joke they say, no matter if it's funny or not. You are not funny. People just want to f you. Know the difference. Accidentally have your purse fly open, scattering its contents all over the street.
No!
Oh no, I dropped my monster tampon that I use for my magnum pussy. Wear high heels most of the time. They're sexier. Journo note. This has become my favorite thing. Wear shoes with no heels. They are way more comfortable.
What?
Or don't wear shoes at all.
What? I think there are places they're legit not gonna let you in here if you're not wearing shoes. What you're gonna get is maybe some people taking some pictures of it. Nowadays, we can't have free feet around there. Come on.
Okay, terrible advice. Wear shoes. You don't want to attract the foot guys. Trust me.
Exactly. At least sell it on the internet. Come on.
I know some of them are in this comment section right now as we speak. Horrifying. But yes, heels are attractive. Heels are pretty. They make your ass look good. They make your legs look good. I don't see how this is bad advice. Unless he
Yeah.
happens to be shorter than you are.
No, it's fine. You can get uppies. Think about the uppies.
The manlet's catching strays even back in 1958. Tell him he's handsome. Journo note, let's go! Talk to someone who is less needy and insecure.
No, bruh, come on, no. If you find someone handsome, you can say that they're not needy. Compliments are fine. Come on, bruh.
insecure. This bitch doesn't even want you complimenting men that you are interested in. Also, ladies, pro tip, if you want him to just melt in your hands, don't say he's handsome. You can do that. But next time you're like walking with him or something, just be like, I feel very protected when I'm with you. He will be locked.
That is so real.
The fucking. I don't
That's
see the fault in like
best
complimenting a
confidence
man
boost.
or a woman that you are attracted to, that you are trying to date. Why does that make them insecure or needy? Take good care of your health. Men don't like girls who are ill. Get a sunburn.
You're sick? Ew.
Go on a diet if you need to. You would never, ever see this advice today. What's crazy is like in the early 2000s, very, very skinny was the look. Like I remember being a kid and seeing things about how like fat Britney Spears is when she looked like this. And now we've gone completely 180 where it's like health and fitness be damned, Lizzo is a queen. Like can we just be normal about this?
Yeah.
Why is there no middle ground between like having an eating disorder?
Oh my god.
And having an eating disorder.
That is true. They both are.
When you are with him, order your steak rare.
Rare? I like medium rare. I'm personally a medium rare kind of girl.
Absolutely not. I eat my steaks well done. Not even well done. I eat that shit. Congratulations.
Bad.
Don't tell him about your allergies.
What? Definitely tell people about your allergies. You don't wanna fucking die. Imagine if you're allergic to some kind of flower and then this dude goes and gifts you that. Fucking murders you.
Don't be too fussy. Don't whine. Girls who whine stay on the vine.
Damn.
Double date with a gay, happily married couple. Let him see what it's like.
Oh, what? That's so specific. Why does it have to be a gay couple?
This has such a different meaning today. Double date with a gay couple. Let him see what it's like.
Hey, yo.
Be flexible. If he decides to skip the dance and go rowing on the lake, go. Even if you're wearing your best evening gown. Journo note, journo note.
Oh,
Tell him
no.
that's fine, but he has to wear the evening gown and the heels. Hello?
If you're in a relationship, you need to give up things sometimes. You need to do things that the other person wants, but they also need to do things that you want. You need balance, right?
Force feminize your date. Wanna
Fucking femboy your date!
129 ways to get a boy wife. Turn wolves into husband material by assuming they have honor. Okay,
What?
I'm so fucking brain broken. I'm such a degenerate that like when I read this, I immediately thought of like Legoshi the wolf from Beastars. Like, oh, he'd make a good husband.
That sounds like some furry shit. I definitely don't know what they meant with that.
Oh wait, how old is he? Hold on. Oh god, oh god.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, wait, he's 17. Wait,
Oh,
wait,
damn.
wait, wait. Resist the urge to make him over. Before marriage, that is. So
Wait.
basically, trap him and then mold him.
What
into
does that
a
mean?
perfect
Oh,
mate.
okay. Damn.
Okay. I swear this advice is getting more insane the further we go. The lobotomy is kicking in. Remain innocent, but not ignorant. If he's rich, tell him you like his money. The honesty will intrigue him.
That is funny.
Will it? Honestly, maybe. If he doesn't mind marrying a gold digger, I guess. But if it's just like a dude looking for love, and you're just like, I like your money. It's over. You fucked it up. Never let him believe your career is more important to you than marriage. Clip and mail him a funny cartoon that means something to the both of you.
Damn, guys, they were doing this since the 50s. This is the equivalent of sending a meme to your crush. That's so funny. This works, guys. This works. You do that. I can't believe it. Actual ancient stretch.
You. Literally the 1950s version of sending a meme. Stop being a mama's girl. Don't let him think he'll have in-law trouble. Even if you know he will. Journo note. Guess who never has in-law trouble? People who stay single.
I mean, no wrong.
What other articles has this woman written? Let's look this up. The real sex lives of middle-aged single women. A world without marriage.
The unsung joy of living alone. The thrill of going to holiday parties
no, guys, there's a pattern here. There's a clear pattern here.
alone. Why being in a long-term relationship may make women more depressed. There are more single people than ever. That's not a bad thing. The profound rewards of staying single.
I'm done. This is just sad. This is sadder than Anita Sarkeesian having a wedding-themed birthday party.
What? I did not get married, but I did have a wedding-themed birthday in Stockholm this summer. It was goofy and silly and fun. We had a bachelor party, rehearsal dinner, ceremony, and reception all in one. People dressed up in the best costumes from brides, divorce lawyer, drunk uncle, and a ring bearer. This is insane. That's some strong copium.
And marrying herself. You're gonna look at this and tell me there's no female loneliness epidemic? Really?
Point out to him that the death rate of single men is twice that of married men.
I'm telling you, this list at some point is gonna go on threaten to someone to marry you.
Marry me or you'll die an early death.
If your mother is fat, tell him you take after your father. If he's fat too, tell him you're adopted.
It was a different time.
Stow away on a battleship.
What?
Rent a billboard and post your picture and telephone number on.
Imagine the amount of prank calls you'd get. Imagine the amount of scams you'd get. This is insane.
On it. Oh my god. Do not do this. Sink at a fashionable beach at high noon. Make and sell toupees. Bald men are easy catches.
This is so funny. Where's my boat, guys in chat? You need some toupees, guys.
Don't marry him if he has too many loose buttons.
What?
What
does that mean?
So ladies, what have we learned? Follow around your hot friends for scraps, get a sunburn, and carry around a hat box. Wow, this will surely solve female loneliness. No, but for real, some of this advice was actually much better than, like, any modern dating advice I've seen.
True.
Like, at least some of this advice was, go the f*** outside and talk to Ben, as opposed to, don't talk to him, like, let him chase you, don't even look him in the eyes. Also, men, I'm curious, which one of these would actually work on you? Would you go over to a woman that was crying and ask what's wrong? The hat box do it for you? I'm curious. By the way, the link to the whole list will be in the description. I would love to see your own takes on this list, like your reactions.
Wait, did she not go over the whole list? I didn't pay attention.
I've been seeing a lot of like VTubers responding to my videos lately. So if one of you anime freaks are reacting to this right now, I see you.
Guys.
So that was that video. I hope you enjoyed it. If not, I've stolen like what, 20-something minutes from your life that you will never get back. But if you did like it, please consider donating to my Patreon. Link down below. We're gonna start doing movie nights together, and I would love to see you there. And I will see you next time.
She just mentioned you. Kinda, in a way. One day I might show up there, guys. We saw most volunteer for jury duty. Are you serious? I don't think you're gonna meet anyone there. Go back to your hometown for a visit. The wild kid next door may have become a very illegible bachelor while you were away. I mean, reconnecting with someone you knew, that could work. Get a part-time job in a convention bureau. What does that mean? Change apartments from time to time? That was definitely the 50s. That you can afford to do that nowadays. When traveling, stay at small hotels where it's easier to meet strangers. Do people meet other people in the hotels? Learn several funny stories and learn to tell them well, but make sure you don't tell to him more than I wouldn't be able to do this one. I tell the same. Look, I have the excuse that I tell the same stories many times because there could be new people in chat that haven't heard it yet. Okay, guys? It's not because I want to tell it again. Have your father buy some theater tickets that have to be got rid of. You mean like inviting someone because you have extra? Why do you have to ask your dad to buy it? Having extra tickets for stuff is good, I feel like. Yeah, you can tell people like, oh, I have an extra ticket for this thing if you wanna go with me. But they might just end up with second intentions and just wanna use you for free tickets. So only use that once with each people. Don't do them multiple times. And then see if they have second intentions. See if they're after the tickets or after you. Men like to think they're authorities on perfume. That's so true. You keep telling me I'm stinky. I'm not stinky.